Fort Worth city leaders have reprimanded their city manager over a recent trip he took with a wealthy and influential family. City manager David Cook flew on the private plane of the same family that owns Sundance Square. The city will now limit the matters that he can be involved in. Fox 4's Blake Hansen in Fort Worth with more. Blake.
Yeah, Heather, the city leaders say that Cook did not violate the city's ethics code, but they have now directed him to recuse himself from some fairly significant matters. It was a Labor Day weekend trip aboard a private plane that has elected leaders in Fort Worth formally reprimanding city manager David Cook. The city says Cook traveled with the owners of Fort Worth Sundance Square to Colorado aboard their plane. The square is owned by members of the influential Bass family. Cook has said they're friends of his. Bob Ray Sanders was a longtime journalist at the Fort Worth Star-Telegram.
Well, it can be, or at least perceived to be, wrong with that if those friends happen to be two of the richest people in the city who have an interest in downtown Fort Worth and have a conflict with the city or at least this improvement district.
The story emerged after the outlet Fort Worth Report published an article in mid-September. At the time, Cook called the perception of conflict flawed, telling the outlet, "There's not a policy you're going to find that says, hey, give better deals to the people that you hang out with." But Tuesday night, the Fort Worth mayor and city council members released a statement saying taking this trip was questionable judgment. And when asked about the trip, city manager Cook exercised poor communication to the public, going on to say this council has reprimanded the city manager, clearly communicating our concern and disappointment in his actions.
I know David Cook pretty well. I don't think that he would deliberately do something that would be unethical or that he could be bought with a plane ride, so to speak. But the Bassers are very influential people. Some people think they run the city anyway, that they get everything that they want. That perception is out there.
City leaders are now directing Cook to recuse himself from contracts or city partnership issues involving Sundance Square.
And I'm sure he's embarrassed by that fact because there are going to be a lot of things happening. Sundance Square is still developing. That's happening. The improvement district is going to be there, and there will be conflicts with developers in downtown with that district. And for him to have no say-so in that, that's a pretty severe punishment for a city manager.
In an email to city staff Wednesday, Cook said in part, "This was a personal trip with friends, but because of my position as city manager, I should have better realized the perception these actions sent and the appearance of a conflict of interest it created."
It's a learning experience for him. I'm sure he's learned that lesson. I'm guessing that won't happen again. I hope not.
In a statement, Sundance Square Management CEO Sasha Bass said that the trip involves Sundance and Visit Fort Worth jointly sponsoring a jazz festival in Colorado. Bass said that they invited Cook as part of a group of Fort Worth ambassadors, pointing out that he is on the board of Visit Fort Worth.